Welcome, welcome. We're back. We've been on a little hiatus. I think it's been like 2 Thursdays since we've been on. So we did want to hop on. Welcome to 4th and 9. I'm your boy Fight on Christian.
Your boy B Jinx. We got special guests on the show today, man. Our guy B Jones from Light the Torch and Leon, our weekly resident.
Yes, sir. And before we give them a chance to shout out their channel, we did want to just let everybody know, send a special prayer and shout out to our boy Blackie Chan over at Light the Torch with him and his family, man. Keep them in your best of wishes and in your prayers. And we'll segment to that, man. B Jones, go ahead and shout your information out, your channel out a little bit about it, where they can find you at.
Yeah, man, Like the Torch podcast. Ran by the fans for the fans. So come on, visit us, man. Check us out. We're on every Wednesday and Sunday. So
yes, sir.
On YouTube.
Yes, sir. And our man Leon, Tough Style down there.
Yeah, man, Tough Style cycling channel. Won't be posting much of me riding, but I will be a little bit of a series here talking about some of the parts and stuff and nutrition and everything like that, man. So stay locked in.
All right. Man, we got a little something special for you guys tonight. We're gonna just hold off for a little minute, allow everybody to get in before we start, so we kind of got to regurgitate, what we're doing tonight. I'm sure as people come on, once we get started, we'll catch up. But we just kicked off live, so we're gonna just give it a couple more minutes, start allowing people to get in. So far, just real quick, some of the buffering the time a little bit. You guys, so far, what we're doing in the 27 class, recruiting class, how you guys, you like the direction and kind of what else you'd like to see us target?
So what's up? Yeah, man, we look like we're starting to pick up steam on the recruiting trail, man. So we got another commitment that we're expecting on Friday. Major commitment, Quentin Hill. So what's he? Yeah, I think he's ranked number 5 in the state, Chris, like you asked earlier. So that's another big pickup for us, man. It looks like things are starting to get rolling.
And Leon, man, he blessed us with the shades, man. He ain't that moment, but he just blessed us. What you got for us, man?
Yeah, like USC, Jay, I got the shades on because the future's so bright. And plus, I yelled that by Chris. You know what I mean? He always talking about, hey, where you shades at? Hey, listen, I love what we're doing with the wide receivers, but until we get Marcus, I don't want to butcher his last name.
Olave,
it's the safety, right?
No. I'm talking about the defensive end from Orange Lutheran. I mean, the defensive.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about
Faktu. Yeah, him. And Olave, yeah, him too. If we can get those two, then I say we really moving and grooving. You know what I mean? We can get them wide receivers. They love Lincoln Riley. We just had the Blitnikoff winner. We gonna stack them like hotcakes. You know what I mean? But we need them. We need them trench players. And also that young boy they just got, Isaiah Vuelama, that they just offered a couple weeks ago. His father played for USC back in the day. With Carson Palmer. Yeah. So let's get the French players.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the big fish that they're talking about, everybody been talking about, is the safety, right? He plays safety and running back, I believe. I think I saw some film of the kid playing running back too.
Olave.
Yeah. Olave Johnson.
Yeah, that's him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited about it, man. It looks like, ever since the program has hired, a GM, and don't get me wrong, the support staff is good, but ever since they hired this GM, Chad Bauer, man, it's like everything has been running like a well-oiled machine. Sure, we're not going to agree with everything, every decision that they make, but for the most part, I can say that truly with his approach, especially when it comes to recruiting, this, hey, look, once we sign you, you agree to, you sign on with us, you give us that verbal, you sign on the dotted line, and, ain't no looking around. It seems like to me the standard has been set. You remember a few shows ago we talked about the standard, right? How the standard sets the culture itself. But with Chad, the addition of Chad Bolden and his staff, man, looks like it's no nonsense. We hired a new DC, heading in on a whole different direction. Again, like I said before, I think that GP Gary Patterson is going to only sharpen Lincoln Riley's tools. Why? Because he has more coaching experience. He's a smart guy. He knows his X's and O's on defense, and this is only going to help Lincoln Riley get better. When we talk about clock management, we talk about managing the program. It's another set of eyes in the room to where he totally don't have to worry about the defense itself. You get what I'm saying? He could totally focus on the offense. Why? Because you got an experienced coach in there. So I think it's definitely headed in the right direction. And
Yeah,
I know we've been putting out, yeah. We were putting out predictions, but I got a surprise prediction. Once we get to that part of it, I got a surprise prediction this season.
Okay.
B Jinx turned into an insider.
Wait,
For me, I like fight on Natties. What's going on?
What's going on?
For me, I'm liking it so far. Again, we're building that wall, right? The motto we all been one since Riley got there. Really since the Pete Carroll days, right? Keep the best players home and all that. Definitely loving it. I agree with Leon. Both those two players said, but man, honored for Lave. I really want him. Yeah, I really want him. So man, we can definitely close that. Number one safety. I'm pretty sure he can return kicks the way he played running back as well. He's fast. You remember in our Discord, I put in there in our chat. I said, "Is this video sped up?" He was moving. He was moving, and everybody else was in slow motion. Looked like they had sped it up or whatnot. So man, we're gonna get into it. As everybody can see, our topic today: heart over mind, mind over heart. So we're gonna play a little game today with us four. You guys make sure that you join in and put your comments in to your answers. The way this works is we're gonna spin the wheel. We already pulled numbers, so B Jones will be going first, Leon second, B Jinx, then myself. And when you spin the wheel, whatever the wheel lands on, that's the question you'll have to answer. And we're gonna answer it, and it's either gonna be we're answering with our heart or we're answering with our mind. Each contestant will have one chance to pass on the question, but if they do pass on that question, then they have to answer the past question, which will be a random question. So you guys are ready for this?
Let's do it.
No.
All right. B Jones, tell me when to stop.
All right, go ahead and stop.
What are the chances? Huh? What are the chances? You got question one. All right. Will USC make the playoffs in 2026?
We're starting off hot, huh?
So is he supposed to answer with his heart or with his mind?
That's up to him. He got to tell us how he answering.
Okay, cool.
Is he going mind over heart, or is he going heart over mind?
My mind, I'm going mind over heart.
Okay.
My mind is telling me no. Don't finish the rest of that song. I hear y'all, but this ain't that. You look at our schedule, man. We got a rough schedule, and truth be told, man, we're bringing in, although it's not a new scheme, it kind of is a new scheme. We're working a new scheme on defense, so and we still got a bunch of young receivers that still have, we don't have proven talent yet. So I'm not saying that we can't make the playoffs, but to answer this question, my mind is saying no.
All right. Leon, you ready?
Let's go.
Leon, you there?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Stop.
All right. It's a little delay. It's a little delay. I stopped it. So
Okay.
you got question 12. Gary Patterson will prove to be Lincoln Riley's greatest hire since becoming coach at USC.
I'm gonna answer with my head. I'm gonna say to be determined. Is that? Can I say that?
No, no, we can't let you get away with that one. We get an answer. We can't be too determined.
No. I'll say no, and I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer with my head. I'm gonna say no. I think Lincoln Riley's most important hire when he's coaching. If this team gets into the playoffs this year, I think the biggest part of it is going to be the play of the defensive line, and the majority of the players that are on that defensive line have come to USC because of Coach Henny. So if we make it to the playoffs and the defensive line plays to the standard that we think they're going to play at, it's going to be because of him. So that's my answer.
All right. Good. That's a good answer. Check there. All right. That's 2 down. B Jinx, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Stop.
All right. Looks. Question number 8. Oh, it's a little delay. I stopped it. All right. Question number 8. Jaden Bialva will at least be a Heisman finalist.
I'm going to answer with my mind. Yeah, he'll be a Heisman finalist. When you talk about the leaps that he made in 2025 season, finishing in the top 2 QBR in the country, not just the conference, but the country. You talk about getting his entire offensive line back and having his 2 top running backs come back. Sure, we'll be without, key pieces when you talk about Lake McCree, when you talk about Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lane, but he's going to have some pieces to throw to. He's just going to have to develop that chemistry in the offseason, which I think he will. But I think he's going to make that leap this season and get to New York City. Now, will he win it? I'm not sure. But I think he will get to New York City this season.
Hey, it's on me. So I'm going to go ahead and then we're going to say that's 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
The needle's inside. A USC wide receiver will win the Biletnikoff in 2026. I'm gonna go with my mind. I don't think we go back to back. Chinook is very good. The wide receiver from North Carolina State is good as well. Got a lot of young talent going in. I just think, especially with the 2 running backs we have, and with the tight end coming in, both those tight ends, I just don't think we'll see a Makai Lemon type season again next year out of any of the wide receivers. I'm gonna go in my mind and say we don't go back to back with Biletnikoff winners. B Jones, it is back on you.
All right. Stop.
You have question 13. USC would have a top 5 2027 recruiting class.
Top 5?
Yeah, like at least top 5.
I'm going to say, man, answer with my mind. I just don't think they're gonna be, regardless of who and what we get, they're not gonna let us in that top five, man. They're like, no, y'all not getting it back to back. So even though the talent might be there, they'll be worthy of a top five class, top five ranking, but I don't think they're gonna give it to us. So I'm gonna say no.
Got you. And for everyone that's hopping in, we're playing a little game called Mind Over Heart, Heart Over Mind. Whatever question you land on, we're answering, and we're stating if we're answering with our heart or if we're answering with our mind. Each person gets one pass if they don't want to answer the question, but then they have to answer the pass question. So far, no passes, so we're all good. Leon, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Stop.
Leon, question number 11. Will USC win a national title in 2026?
I'm gonna answer with my heart. Absolutely, they're gonna win in 2026.
You answer with your heart?
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because we keep going back to Jade Mayava coming back, third year in the system, the entire offensive line coming back, top 2 running backs coming back. And I think if we just get a defense that plays discipline, that tackles well, that does their job and doesn't try to do more than what they should, and the special teams coach that we hired who took, Nebraska or Wisconsin, wherever he's from the hundreds into the teens.
Nebraska. He was at Nebraska.
Yeah. So if he can do the same thing for USC, yes, we can get to the championship. So I'm gonna say yes with my heart.
All right.
Yeah,
and just so you guys know, go ahead, B. Jones.
No, I was saying Leon convinced me, man. I think I'm gonna change my first answer from the first question.
Well, hey, we Trojans here. We ain't ducking no fades, man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, so just everyone aware too, as fans, a lot of time we make decisions and things based off our heart, and what we want to happen, but your mind is more analytical and thinking about, like B. Jones was saying, the schedule and injuries and roster, all that stuff. So that's why we have it mind over heart, heart over mind. All right. B. Jinx, you ready, my guy?
I'm ready.
You are at?
That's you got to spin the wheel. Oh, 15? Go ahead. I'll go with 15.
Yeah. USC defensive line will total more than 30 combined sacks. They had 23 last year.
They had 23 last year? Total? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go with I want to go with my heart. Yeah, I want to go with my heart on this one. They had 23 last season. I look for us to be better when you talk about it. Yeah, they total 23 sacks, right? Oh, you're talking about the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Did the team
the defensive line, not including linebacker, safety, defensive line.
All right, so the team had 23 sacks on last season, right?
No, the defensive line.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go with my heart and say that the defensive line is going to get at least 30 sacks. I'm thinking we talk about you bringing back players.
Will defensive line get more than 30 combined sacks?
Yeah. So I think they're gonna get more than 30 sacks. Yeah, I think we're on a delay, Chris. But yeah, the defensive line is going to total more than 30 sacks. You talk about bringing back the experience along the defensive line. We talk about Braden Shelby. We talk about Cam Fountain. You bringing in a more experienced Floyd Bucard. This kid that's coming in. What's his name? Luke Wafel. Listen, once this kid get his feet wet, man, he gonna be unstoppable coming off that edge. So I look for him to get some burn. We talk about Thanos. Thanos looked good playing on a fractured foot, man. So once they get a hold, once the GP get a hold to him, start teaching different scheme. once the new defensive line coach get in there, and he's just a representation of Henny. We talked about losing a special guy like Henny. Well, Skylar Jones, he studied, he learned up under here. He also worked with him at the Rams too, right? So we're not talking about falling off too far from a cohesive standpoint, right? When we talk about continuity, right? So I think Gary Patterson is just going to be the icing on the cake for him. I look for them to be able to dial up, different pressures at key points during the season. Our only issue was, like I said, like we've all been saying, keeping players healthy. So I think definitely the defensive line will total more than 30 sacks this season.
Fight on 90s, I can definitely see that happening. He said Wakefield getting 10 by itself.
That kid is something else, man.
That kid is something else, man.
If he can stay healthy, man, wait till he get his feet wet, man. That kid, I see another. What's the guy named from Ohio State? Joey Bosa. I see another Joey Bosa coming off the edge.
If he get 10 sacks as a freshman, they better break out that 55 jersey.
I think Easy claiming
I say give him number 10. He remind me of Brian Cushion. Give him number 10.
That Shelby number.
That Shelby number?
Yeah.
Yes. If he want it, Shelby might have to give it up.
Hey, they getting paid NIL. He gonna have to pay some money to get that jersey.
Hey, listen, man. This kid want it. Shelby might have to give it up, man. I'm sorry.
Kobe.
All right. It's on me. I'm not cheating. I was just landing on the same numbers we already did. So, all right. Oh man. All right. I got number 6. All right. Number 6. USC will go undefeated at home in 2026.
Who we got at home in 2026?
Oregon, Ohio
State for 2. for just 2 of them. I'm gonna, boy. I'm gonna go with my mind, and I'm gonna say we're not going undefeated at home this year again. I think one of those games we probably drop. I know we went undefeated last year, and Raleigh has a decent record at home, but I did a detailed breakdown and went back and looked at the teams that we all played at home, and then we outside of Michigan last year, that's the only team that we beat at home that was of value, right? Of great value. It wasn't any of the top 10 team. It wasn't any of those dog teams, those teams that we have to beat. I'm going to go in my mind on this. I don't think we go another next season undefeated at home.
Was Iowa at home? Was that on
I was at home.
Yeah, I was at that crib.
I wasn't Iowa a ranked team when we beat them?
Yep.
Yeah, that was like 18 or 19.
And it was also like a top 5 defense, weren't they? Like a top
10.
Yeah. So that was a team, right?
And you look at the past years, it was a Stanford team that only had 1 win. When we beat Notre Dame at home that year, they had like 4 or 5 losses. Like if you just go look at the totality, I'm going my mind. I don't think we go undefeated in 2026 at home.
So we got Washington, Oregon,
Ohio State,
and who was that? Louisiana.
Those 3 right there are tough.
They still got to add another home game though, right? They haven't added
Fresno State. Fresno State is at home too, and then we got to add another home game in week 0. Those are 3, like you said, Leon. All right, you ready, B. Jones?
Let's go. Stop.
Number 8 has already been given. We'll give you another one. All right, question number 2. Will USC defense be a top 25 defense in 2026?
I'm gonna answer with my heart. Chris, you know where I'm going with this, man. they gonna redeem you. I beat them last year. I beat them up all off season, and then Chris let me know about it, man. So they got me this year. They see how your boy struggled this year trying to defend them. So they're they're gonna look at me and they're gonna be in the top 25 this year.
All right. And you said heart, right? Or mind? What did you say? You going with your heart?
Yep.
Where did we end up last year?
Like 53. It was somewhere in the 50s, 60s total defense. I want to say 53 or something.
I think it's 53.
All right, Leon, you ready, Leon? It's on you.
Yes, sir. Stop.
I think. All right. 15 has already been asked. I'll give you another one. What is that? 9. All right. I'm interested to see what you say about this, Leon. USC should have alternate uniforms. And if so, what combination and colors?
I'm gonna answer with my heart. I'm gonna answer with my heart. Yes, they should have alternate colors. Not just because everybody else does it, because I'm a Raiders fan and I'm an Al Davis fan. And I'd love to see USC Trojans come out there with some all black uniforms and kick some Ohio State or Oregon ass with them black uniforms on, especially Oregon. Let's break out the black for Oregon, kick their ass and show them that we can do alternative jerseys and we can show out in them alternative jerseys.
So are you axing it with the the red numbers or the gold letters on all black?
Oh, we going all black
yeah.
We going with all black uniforms with the yellow numbers outlined in cardinal.
Okay.
Black black cleats, black spat, everything black, and then we gonna have the yellow with the outline in cardinal.
Well, you have to play a night game if it's gonna be like that, Leon. It can't be during the day. That's got to be a night game.
We're gonna do it in that game. Yeah,
Okay.
no doubt.
All right. I'm just checking.
You know what?
Right. You ready to be Jinx?
Hold on, Leon's still saying something. What'd you say, Leon?
I just watched the USC versus Nebraska game earlier today, and they had the black uniforms on. They let the black balloons go up when they scored the first touchdown.
Right.
It's kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
Are you ready to be Jinx?
Yeah, let's do it. Stop.
I'm about to give you another one. 13 has been asked.
All right. Stop.
All right. Question 16. USC will regret not hiring Fitch or Coach O as the defensive line coach.
All right, I'm gonna answer this one. Coach Fitch, Coach O. Jeez. I'm gonna answer this one with my mind. A coach like Coach O, man. Here's the thing: you still want the position coaches to be able to connect with the players. I don't know much about Coach Fitch, but I do know about Coach O. He was here with us on 2 stints, once with Pete Carroll and then once with Lane Kiffin. Took over after Lane Kiffin was fired. And he was able to get the most out of his players, especially the defensive line. Defensive line loved him. He brought in a player like Big Cat, who's off just won a Super Bowl. You want a coach that you will run through a brick wall for, right? You talk about any coach, especially when you're in the trenches like that. He's going to bring the best out of you. I think, my mind. I think they're going to regret not hiring a coach like Coach O again. I don't know much about Coach Fitch. I don't know whether or not you would attribute his success at Texas Tech to bringing in those more experienced players. I don't know how much of that was coaching, but I do remember, Coach O being with the program. He's won a title at LSU. We talk about another head coach that's coming in as an assistant or position coach. We talk about the most successful programs them having their dynasty runs. Alabama, when Saban brought in coaches, man, he brought in head coaches to fill in for these position coaches, even as analysts, right? He brought in
Right.
head coaches with experience. You talk about a coach like I said, Coach O won a natty. He's coached at Ole Miss. He's had a few stops. So I want to say yes, they're going to regret not hiring a coach like Coach O, but that's only because of the motivational factor. I think Skylar Jones can teach technique. He was at the Rams. He did study under Henry. He is closer to the players' age, so he's more so able to relate to him. But for what I'm looking to accomplish going into next season, I'm not looking to experiment on anything. So I'm going to say yes. They're going to regret not hiring a coach like Coach O.
That was mine to heart. I forget.
That was my mind. That was my mind. I went with my mind.
All right. Spin the wheel. Let me see. Has 7 been? Nope. All right. So I got number 7. USC will have 2 1,000-yard rushes in 2026. I'm going my mind. Clock it. Waymo and King Miller. And the reason I'm going my mind, if Waymo don't get injured, he was definitely on pace, right? Last year we had a 3-headed monster, right, with Eli Sanders, right? So you take Eli Sanders carries away, and you split them between Waymo and King Miller, and we seen what they did. They both reach 1,000 yards. So I'm gonna clock it. I think we get 2,000-yard rushes next year.
Oh, shout out to B. Jones, man. He was the first one to really tell us about King Miller. I know USC he did something on him, but B. Jones, man, he was the first one to
shout that spring
kid
game
out.
or whatever.
Shout that kid out. So shout out to B. Jones. And when I saw him after the first game, we talking about King Miller, I told Chris. Well, I tell you, Chris, I was like, hey man, I want to see this kid with the one.
He need to be with the first group, yeah. See him with the
I want to see this kid with the first group. And what did he do? He almost pulled off 1,000-yard. And what did he start? 6 games?
Yeah, started at the well, he didn't start the Michigan game, got in the second half, but after that Michigan game, yep.
Hey yo, y'all don't know B. Jones be sitting over there in that parking lot across from the
Is that what it is? Howard Jones.
Hey.
That's what it is.
Hey Leon, I tried to get somebody. I told him I'll send him my Meta Ray-Bans. All you gotta do is say Meta record, let all the footage come to my phone. I need to see some practice and stuff.
They probably got some all over there.
So I lost track. Whose spin is it?
My
B. Jones. All right.
Stop.
Got the 20 has already been taken.
Stop.
13 has already been taken.
Yeah. Stop.
That's supposed to be 19. Okay. My error. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. That's supposed to be 19. Lincoln Riley will win Coach of the Year in 2026.
Ooh, all right. Yeah. Lincoln Riley will win Coach of the Year. Huh?
I guess that's one of the ones you got to think about. If you believe defense going to take their step and we make the playoff, it's possible. But, I mean, it's mind over heart. It's your question. Lincoln Riley will win Coach of the Year in 2026.
I threw my mind. Yes, it's possible, but is it likely? And we would have to go undefeated for that to happen, which is possible. Like, but look at all the hate that Lincoln get right now. If it's anything close, they're not gonna give him no awards, man. He got a Heisman Trophy winner, a Biletnikoff, and a Doak Walker Award winner, all on the same offense, and they still wouldn't give it to him. The way they be treating Lincoln, man. You hear Lincoln name in the media every week.
Jim Thorpe Award winner.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
That be Paul Feinbaum, man, with that foolishness talking about Lincoln Riley. He can't stand Riley, man. But I think what it is, Feinbaum, he just picked low hanging fruit. Not saying that Lincoln Riley is a terrible coach. Don't get me wrong, But he find out whichever, whatever the easy target is, that's what he go after. And then he just keep driving it home, driving it home. If you notice, even when Saban had a couple down seasons, man, he never went after Saban like that. He never did that, man. He wouldn't dare do it.
Bomb thinking he an old man, he could say what he want for to get people to talk about it, and then just fall back on the fact that he an old man. That's just how they are. You know how old people are. They say what they want to say.
All right, Leon, it's on to you.
Stop.
20 has already 20 has already been taken.
Stop.
1 has already been taken. 16 has been taken. 20 has been taken. Question number 10. USC will have at least one All-American from the linebacker position.
I'm gonna answer with my head. I'm gonna say no. I do think the linebacking crew are going to take a step forward. Having a different coach, different voice in the room, probably coming with a bit different type of energy, different type of coaching style, different defense. I think they'll play a lot more solid football, a lot more assignment driven, less missed tackles. But are they going to reach the pantheon of All American? I don't think this year. I hope so. I hope they do. But gotta keep it a buck.
Man, I can tell you guys this, man. It's the easy way out of these questions is to go for your heart. But man, this panel is really giving you what they think and going with their mind over their heart a lot, man, and giving you the facts. So that's what's up.
Let me say one more thing, Chris.
B Jinx, you ready?
Hold on,
Chris.
Leon.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me say one more thing. We don't need these linebackers to play at an All-American level for us to get to the playoffs and even win a championship. We just need them to play like linebackers should play. They don't have to be, the best of the best, but no missed tackles, go downhill, cover when they need to cover, and we can win. So.
You think?
You got delayed, Chris. Stop.
Hold on.
Right on that is funny.
All right, you got 14. USC will return either a kickoff return or a punt return for a score in 2026.
Kickoff return or punt return. Depends on who they got back there. When you talk about bringing in the kid like a Booby Feaster, it's a generational talent. Only thing about him, he's young. Well, he skipped a year, right? He's supposed to be going into a senior, right?
Right.
I think that's the. I don't think that they'll take the risk and put a Tanook Hines back there. So now we're talking about some guys who really hadn't had much playing experience. I don't think they're gonna put the transfer from NC State back there either. So we got a new special teams coach. Though.
I think they're gonna put King Miller. I think they'll put King Miller at kickoff return.
Nah, not one of your starting running backs. You don't want to take the chance of him getting hurt back there like that. I want to say simply because I think Eckler will scheme up enough to get us at least one. So I'm going to go with my mind and say no. Let me change that. I want to go with my heart. I want to go with my heart and say yes.
10 has already been taken. 20 has been taken. That's been taken. All right. I got 18. Oh man. The 2026 class was a result of coaches recruiting or Bowden plus NIL. Mm, mm, mm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chris. What you going with?
Mm.
Mind or heart?
I, man, I'm gonna go with my mind, and
Okay.
I'm going to chalk it up to Bowden and the NIL being together, right? Uh, yes, the coaches build relationship, get them in the building, but it's the NIL what puts it in stone. I mean, we were waiting all day for Mark Bowman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what all is about, but it seems like, I mean, look at Wayful, right? We all, at the end of the day, Ohio State almost swept in. What? Then we had to make some more money. So we've seen in the past where coaches have had relationship and we haven't been able to keep the players because NIL wasn't together. So to me, I'm going to give it more that finally having a GM and a structure and the NIL in place together. That it's both, but I think NIL even more.
Hey, can we all weigh in on this?
Sure,
Let's
go
let's,
ahead.
let's weigh on it. Let's weigh in on this. All right. B Jones, you want to go or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Um, we've been hearing a lot of difference of opinions, right? And initially I was said, hey, look, it's been that NIL and Bowman, which it's partly that. But when you got a generation of talent like Wayful, he could go on to either he could have gone to either spot. I believe Ohio State would have matched SC, but I think it was his relationship with the position coach is what brought him in here. Now, of course, the NIL, if it's attractive enough, it'll keep you here, especially if you don't want to keep jumping from squad to squad. But I think that relationship, man, is what got the player in the door because anybody can match that. Oregon can match that. Alabama can match. Well, I wouldn't say Alabama. They kind of down on their money, on their back. But when you talk about schools like Miami, this kid was sought out by just about every team in the country. Ohio State, Penn State. You know, you got to have a relationship in order to get these kids onto the campus. And again, when you talk about matching dollar for dollar against a program like a Texas, against a program like Ohio State, he could have had his choice. But I'm assuming whatever relationship, whichever position coach got him in the door, that NIL is what sealed the deal. But that relationship got him in the door, man. So I want to say it's got to be that relationship.
And don't forget though, relationship at all. The day before signing day, we almost got outbid by Ohio State. And they came in swooped in. We had to hold off and
Mhm.
make another call and give some more away. NIL.
Yeah, that's true. But again, you don't think that Ohio State could have matched that? Let's keep it a buck. You don't think?
I mean, they made an offer, and we came back and made another offer.
Uh-huh.
It's not that they couldn't, but it's
Let
probably
me ask
they.
you a question. Do you think Oregon could have matched it?
We didn't
Yeah,
all
I
do it.
Go ahead, Leon.
No, I was just going to say, I don't think it's if we're looking at matching a singular player, yes. But if you look at the overall roster and they've already got 25 or 30 million tied up in all these other players, and then here's another player where they're going to have to allocate another 2 or 3 million extra over top of what they've already spent, maybe they can't. But if you're talking about a singular player and we're saying, can we pay this guy 2.5 million? There's tons of teams that can do that. But I think if we look overall, okay, we're spending $30 million and that's our cap. And if we give this guy, a million more or 500,000 more, and that puts us 3 million over the cap, maybe they couldn't. And we do know that there are players that took less money to come to SC. Caden Dixon-Wyatt took less money than what Ohio State offered him to come to SC. There's players on the roster that did take less money that they were offered from other teams to be at SC. So maybe he's one of them.
I don't care,
Did you want to
man.
weigh
You know,
in?
when you got a talent like Luke Wakefield, man, you make room for him. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
you make room for him, man. So he don't. I wouldn't put him in the category as everybody else. That's why I'm saying that. Ohio State, trust me, they make room for him. They would make room for Luke Wakefield. Now, anybody else, I would say it's a toss up. Maybe they let him go because they got a player maybe that's almost identical to him. But this guy's a generational talent.
Fight on that. He said it was he said it was personal. That's why USC came back at the last minute when he was about to flip the day before. Hey B, did you want to say something before we go to your question on that, or you good? B Jones.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, man. If we're being honest, um, but I would say it's more like 30-70. You know what I mean, as far as relationship to the NIL, man, because the money talks at the end of the day, man. You see
Mhm.
these kids making wrong decisions all the time just for the money, going into situations that they don't even fit in because of the money. So that's just what it is, man. That's just recruiting today, man. Money talks. I don't. You could put me in the recruiting staff. I bet you I get a couple of them. Never recruited in my life, but I bet you. You know, that's the deal, man. So I think,
PB Jones will say, "What's my budget?" Okay, I'll get him.
right.
All right. I went on to spin the wheel while you was talking, B Jones, right? Because I went. That was my question last. So you pulled number 3. Will ended on number 3 for you. Lincoln Riley would not be USC head coach in 2027.
Oh boy,
Who you giving that to? B Jones? You giving that to B
That's B
Jones?
Jones.
Why you do me, man?
I mean, the wheel did it. The wheel did it.
hey B Jones. I think Chris set you up on that one, bro.
Chris
Yeah,
Now
set
the
B
wheel
Jones
did it.
up.
Pastor, no, you ain't gonna do me like that.
Hey, B Jones, what you going, mind or heart?
I'm going pass.
You gonna pass on
Okay.
that?
Oh, we got our first pass. All right.
So what's the backup question? Isn't there something back up to it, Chris?
Yeah. And so now he got to answer the first pass question is he looked up.
What?
College game day will be on USC campus in 2026.
Yes. Go with mine. Yes. We got Ohio State. We got Oregon, and who's other? Well, I doubt they'll be at the Washington game, but yeah, man, we got a big time schedule this year.
Ohio State coming? They definitely coming.
Ohio State, yeah. He skated on that one.
Oh man,
He
he
skated big
did.
time.
Good
He skated
pass.
big time.
He's all right. So B Jones is out of passes. We all he used it wisely. Hey, he said I'm
Hey
good.
B Jones, can I ask you a question?
What's up, man?
Are you about to get your certified credentials or something?
I think that's what it is.
You working on it, man. You know, Chris trying to hate on us, man. You see how you do it?
Stop.
Nah, I'm just letting the wheel go.
Stop.
Somebody already used one. We already did one.
How many we
Already
got
did
left?
10.
You might just have to just pull numbers.
Yeah, just pick a number for me. I'll answer it.
Just
Whatever.
pick a number.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
Okay.
Just pick a number, Chris.
All right. So, well, you landed on 4. Luke Wakefield will have 10 or more sacks in 2026.
I'm gonna answer with my head. I'm gonna say no. Getting 10 sacks as a freshman against the schedule that we have, man, it's gonna be pretty tough, man. I know he's the number 1 recruit in the nation. Saw what he did at the All-American game, but that's a tall task, man. Like, how many freshmen have actually come and play at USC over the years as true freshmen and have got 10 sacks in their first in the first year as a freshman at USC? Not many. Even some of the all-time greats, I don't ever think did that, right? So I'm gonna say no. Does anybody know?
Right.
Jamie Perez said, yeah, he's that good. Jamie Perez thinks that he's going to get 10 plus sacks.
Does anybody know if there's been a guy at USC coming as a freshman and got 10 sacks or more?
Didn't Leonard Williams do it?
Did he get? I don't think Leonard Williams got 10 sacks
As a freshman?
As a freshman, I don't think Big Cat got 10 sacks that freshman season. He might have gotten more than 10 tackles.
Let me ask ChatGPT.
I tell you what, their first 3 games that we play, which I consider to be preseason games, he might get close. He might get, it depends on how much they play him, which I do think that he's going to end up taking somebody's position. If you know, all things work out and he stay healthy, I'm calling right now, somebody's spot gone, whether it be Shelby or Cam Crawford. I hate to say it, they better pack a lunch, man. This kid ain't playing no games.
Mama K, that was Brian Jenkins. That was not me.
B. Jones, don't do it like that. Mama K, no, I love Cam Crawford, man, formerly Cam Fountain, man. He's a good kid, you know. I think I've already said the kid gonna go pro, man. Especially I see him going first round, but from what I've been seeing on this kid, man, this kid is different. I'm talking about coming in from a freshman position, man. This kid, I hadn't seen a talent like this in a long time, man.
I like Luke. I like Luke Waffle, man, but I don't see him taking Shelby or Cam's spot.
Okay,
not at the beginning of the season.
All right.
Well, B, we got 3 questions left: 5, 17, and 18. What we're gonna do? We're gonna spin the wheel. Whichever number you closest to is what you'll get.
Okay. All right, stop it.
So it landed on 14. You closest to 17. So USC will beat Indiana on the road.
I want to go with my head, but I'm going to go with my mind on that one.
Huh? You mean your heart?
I say I want to go. I want to go with my heart. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go with my mind on that one. On the road, I think they play them where, November, or was it October when they play them? It's gonna be cold there. I think here's my perspective. Garrett Patterson changes everything, man. I really think that he's going to sharpen Lincoln Riley this season. It's going to be a build-up. If we can stay healthy, my mind is telling me, we get Indiana on the road. When you talk about what they lost their quarterback, and I know they didn't ask Mendoza to do a lot. He won a Heisman, but it wasn't an impressive season for me when looking at Mendoza. He didn't really impress me like that. I think he was just the best of the ones who were available. He brings a disciplined defense, but Lincoln Riley has been shown to score on some of the best defenses around. Our only issue has been the defense. I think with GP coming in, bringing that discipline, that accountability, man, I think we're going to do a lot better than what a lot of people are expecting us to do. I think we get Indiana on the road, man. I think we get him on the road, especially if he leans on that running game. If Riley leans on that running game, and you talk about an offensive line that's got another year together under their belt, I think they're going to shock a lot of people. And I say Riley gets Indiana on the road. This is going to probably be one of his biggest wins on the road when he beats Indiana.
I like it. All right.
Did y'all see my response in the chat?
We talking about regarding
Leonard Williams?
Yeah, there's nobody's ever had 10 sacks as a freshman at USC.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So it's on me. There's actually 2 left because B threw one back and took the B Jones threw one back and took the pass question. So it's 5 and 19. Let's see. It's 12. There's 13. Right in the middle. All right. So I'm closest out of 5 and 19. I'm closest to 19. Lincoln Riley. Nope, that's the wrong one. We already did Lincoln Riley will win Coach of the Year. So the question is, will Lincoln Riley? So it's supposed we already did that one. So it's will Lincoln Riley be the coach in 2027?
That's the one B. Jones passed on.
Right. So it went back into the wheel.
So who you want to answer? You want Leon to answer?
It's my spin. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay.
Go ahead and answer number 3.
Well, you're not dodging it. You're not gonna throw it back, are you, Chris? You want to answer it, right?
I'm gonna throw it back so you can get it.
You want me to have it, or you want Leon to have it?
Nah. Let me see. Lincoln Riley would not be the. I'm gonna go with my mind, and my mind said he will be. I know they're saying this is a mega break. They're saying they have everything and it's all or nothing. I just feel like with Bowden coming in 2025 in January, NIL getting together, I've been preaching this even since last year before season being. You know that I was saying I don't think they're going to get rid of them. I think internally, I know it sounds crazy, but there's a 2 to 3 year plan put in place, right, with all the changes and things being made, and I don't. Unless something breaking pops off, like some coach we least expect, a Signetti or some leave or something like that. I mean, all the top coaches out there, they're pretty set where they're at, right? You're gonna have to go in and try to like steal somebody, Kirby Smart, like all the, Lincoln Riley is still on everyone pretty much, top 10 list of coaches in college football. So I don't know who you would bring in to replace him, and I just think that. Even if we don't make the playoffs, we have another season 9-3, and we don't make the playoffs. I don't think they get off that contract after the 26. I can see it after the 27. So I'm gonna go on my line. I think Lincoln Riley still will be the head coach at USC in 2027. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. That is all the questions on the wheel. So we do have 3 of the past questions. So we're going to get through those. We have question 5 left since B had took his pass, and then everybody's just going to have to take the next 3 past questions in a row. So B, question number 5. Will Jaden Malva have his first season with under 10 interceptions in 2020 and 26?
Is that for me?
Yeah, that's for you. I could look, I got to get used to having 2 B's on the show. I'm like B.
I'm gonna say yeah. I think that's exactly the next step that he's gonna take, man. I think he cuts out a lot of the boneheaded plays this year, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. He does go under 10 picks this year.
How many did he have last season?
Leon, how many is he? 10, 11? He at least 10. I think
he had
right
10.
at 10. Yeah, right at 10.
I thought he had 10.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Uncle Boone taking the under. He throws 9 picks. All right.
I'm gonna say 7.
All right, Leon, we're gonna give you the past question. B, past question. Me, past question. All right, Leon, you ready?
Yeah.
No, that's not the next one. Pete Carroll would have won a national title with USC 2025 roster.
Ooh.
Can I get a clarification on the question?
Yeah. What you got?
You're saying Pete Carroll, with everything else being the same coaching staff, same players, all same injuries, everything?
Yeah. No, no,
And
no. I'm not saying with same injuries and all that. I'm saying with the roster and they healthy. Like if he was the coach of this 2025 team coming to the season, we're excluding injuries and all that. Just basically with the talent of the roster.
how can I answer that?
No more passes. There are no other pass questions.
But we're not, because I assume what you're trying to do is compare Pete Carroll and Lincoln Riley. So if we're going to compare apples to apples, we have to factor in everything that happened in the season, right?
Okay, so and answer it. You can answer it that way. We just want to get an answer. If
Okay.
Pete Carroll would have won a
I'm,
national,
would Pete Carroll win that step? No, no. I think if you look at the pieces we lost throughout the season, losing the top two running backs, all that, no.
all right, short and sweet.
No.
All right, you ready, B Jinx?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hiring a DC externally was the right move. Come on, LeBron. Fight on that. He said you look like LeBron.
I saw that. I saw that. I want to say, like I've always said, yes, but it's for this reason. My opinion of the amount of leeway that Ryder has is different from Chris's. I think if he doesn't get into the playoffs this season, he's pretty much done at SC. And for that particular reason, what they've invested into the recruiting, what they've invested into the facilities, the resources, he couldn't experiment this season. And this is no knock on Hitty. I like Coach Henny, but if they were going to experiment with Hitty, this is something they should have done 2 years ago, or when he first came on board. From what I understand, I don't know what the ins and out of the specifics of his contract was, but they should have done this 2 years ago. Right now, everything is lined up for them to reach the playoffs. We talk about what said earlier with the entire offensive line coming back, with Jay Marvel being the most important piece coming back, his running backs coming back. I think again we couldn't Bowden and Riley couldn't afford to gamble on an experiment. I think he had to get it right this season. And when you look around the landscape of college football, Gary Patterson was the one that everybody least expected. It caught everybody off guard. He wasn't even on the radar, right? Everybody was looking at a different direction. But he makes the most sense. Why? Because he's the inventor of the 4-2-5. Well, they've recruited, and pretty much the defense has played in the 4-2-5 over the past 2 seasons that we've had Lynn, right? So what better coach to bring in than that? So I'm going to say yes, but it's because of what's on the line for next season. Again, if we weren't in the position that we're in now, if this was 2 seasons ago, I would say, hey, give Henny a shot because you got a few years to experience. I think Riley knows that his back is against the wall. I think he knows the expectation of what's riding on next season. And if he don't get to it on next season, I think they pretty much might show him the door. So, yes, for those reasons.
All right. Last one, and I'll let everybody answer it too as well. I screwed myself. B Jones talking about I was after him. I'm after myself, but it's the way to click and crumble. I ain't gonna cheat. The most important person within the USC staff and administration, not players, staff and administration, to keep on board is Chad Bowden. I'm gonna go in my mind, and I'm gonna say yes, right? Coaches come and go. We've seen what the program has been like getting late to the NIL game and having a general manager and having infrastructure and stuff taking place. I mean, since Bowden has got there in January, I mean, it's been night and day, right? The junior days and all the things he's doing. Recruits love him, right? Managing that NIL, even like B said, creating that standard to where you commit, you commit, you go visit, consider yourself decommitment, right? Like I like everything he's doing, and the way the program is heading, I do think he's the most pivotal person that we need to keep, right? It's USC. Um, I don't have anything against Riley. I want to win, but if Riley was to leave, they'll be able to find somebody, right? It's USC. It's a dream job, right? Especially with how the NIL and the new facilities and things are going. So I do think Bowden is the most person as far as staff wise at USC to keep. And B, you just went, so we'll go to B Jones, Leon, and then you B Jinx.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Hold on, if I don't know, man, I appreciate it, man. I've been playing with this technology stuff. I'll look into it, man, for the next time. Get you some sound effects, buddy.
yeah, I think that's the obvious. Chad being the most important. I think the gym is the most important to anybody's team, right? But outside of Chad, I'll probably have to say Coach Dog.
Mm.
I think about the and of course, the assistants, Weston Zernical and his whole staff. But yeah, it's not Chad alone, that's for sure. He hired a really great staff as well.
Yeah, he brought a whole lot from Notre Dame. They do. What's the young lady name? I normally know her name, but I hear a lot of players like, oh yeah, she hit me up in my Instagram messages and things like. So yeah, he brought a good staff with him.
Yep.
Leon.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here, but I'm gonna say the most important person in the and on staff is Lincoln Riley.
Okay.
I don't know how many player interviews I've listened to, and you would expect some of these kids to say the position coaches or the defensive coordinator, and they say, I'm here because of Lincoln Riley.
Mm.
And Lincoln Riley, you guys talking about some of these hires, Lincoln Riley was instrumental in hiring Chad Bowden. Lincoln Riley was instrumental in getting Coach Henney and Coach Danton Lee and Doug Belt and all these other guys that we love to tout, the best recruiters and all that kind of stuff. It started with Lincoln Riley. Also,
Savage.
If you think about the one thing that has been the standard at USC since he's been there, the offense is, except for that 1 year, the offense has been lights out. So, and a lot of those recruits are there because of Lincoln Riley, the quarterback, the wide receivers, the running backs. So, in my book, it starts with Lincoln Riley and it ends there.
That is true. The offense is offense. That's true. B Jinx.
Yeah, I heard everything Leon said, and he made some great points. But I think with Bowden, man, he just bringing in a new standard, and I think it's a zero tolerance, like we said, which is the foundation. We talk about building a championship culture and getting back to the way we used to be. You got to start at the foundation of it, man. Sure, Lincoln Riley has brought in some recruits, and a lot of recruits say that they're not there, but the recruit is going to be there is what 3 to 4 seasons if he doesn't hit the transfer portal. With this new staff in place, the front office, the way Bowden is running things, and if you notice, we didn't have a lot of kids to jump ship. Even though he said, "Hey, look, you go somewhere else, man. Look, you pretty much forfeiting your spot." This class pretty much stuck, man, and we haven't seen a top recruiting class in the last 20 years. Now you can attribute it to NIL, you can attribute, but everybody giving out money. Let's just be honest. Everybody's giving out money. This guy is coming in. He's implementing a plan for the program. He's talking to the recruits. The recruits, they like what he's saying. The parents like what he's saying. And again, while he's been here, he leave. I trust Bowden enough to bring in the next top, available candidate. So for me, I'm going to say it's Bowden, man. He's setting the standard. I think he's setting the standard, with last season, and I think it's paying dividends simply because a lot of these recruits, are not taking those visits, even though they've been committed, and that's all you see around college football. and that's what you start with. You start with that foundation. So I want to say Bowden.
Most definitely, most definitely. Man, that is all the questions that we had on the wheel tonight, man. I enjoyed you fellas. That was that was some good fun. Unfortunately, Will wasn't kind to me. I feel like Big John is my own Will, man. I got to find a way to rig that thing.
Uh,
I got
B Jones playing, B Jones playing checkers, not chess, homie.
Hey,
he used that pass wisely.
hit you with the no reverse, man.
Yeah, he he got up on wisely. Yeah, man. Um,
let me drop this real quick. Hold on. Let me drop the link
we
real quick.
all right.
And
Got
We're
a
gonna
couple
open it
minutes.
up.
We got a couple minutes.
Gary Patterson did an interview on KTCK today, and here's something interesting. They asked him what
Man, you
adjustments
in
were.
Florida? I don't know what that is.
No, I don't think it was in Florida. It was in California. KTC.
Oh, I don't,
Maybe it's Dallas Fort Worth. I think that's what it was. And they asked him when asked what adjustments he will make and how he adjusts and continues to innovate. Patterson says he learns from others, like Rob Ryan. He's on the staff. If he doesn't get a job in NFL with his brother, he will stay and be my forward guy as far as giving me blitz ideas. He said the key is doing something that fits your guys. USC got better on defense last year, so we're going to keep a lot of the stuff because the kids know it. That's different from mine. So right now, doing a lot of teaching of what we do. Um, this day and time, you get to spend a lot of time with kids to teach them. Patterson says he expects to be on the sidelines. He said, if I can see some things, I will make the checks myself. I want to do a good job of teaching guys how to line up in disguise. So
love it, man. It sounds good. That's
there's a lot more to it.
yeah. A lot of his scheming and all that is confusing the quarterback pre-snap, right? And do a lot of the post-snap. So that's make the quarterback hold the ball a little longer, get those defensive linemen a little more time to get there. And so definitely,
So yeah,
man.
I just dropped a link. If anybody wants to come up, we're gonna go probably another 15 minutes. If anybody wants to come up, and feel brave enough to answer one of these tough questions, you can. I just dropped the link in the chat. And again, I want to thank Light the Torch B Jones for joining the live tonight. Always our weekly resident Leon from Tough Style. Hold on, we got our first one adding to the stage.
Hey,
Uncle Boom, what's going on?
hey, B, real quick.
Yeah,
I think I'm about to drop, bro. I gotta go
Okay,
take
man. Appreciate you, Leon. Appreciate you, brother.
my collarbone's starting to hurt.
All right,
Man,
all
go
right.
get you some meds and lay down, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Shout your channel out real quick before you leave.
Tough Style Cycling Channel, join in. I'll be back as soon as I can, man. And again, I want to thank Chris and B Jinx for having me on the pod, man. Got to hang out with my man B Jones and everybody in the chat, man. Love you guys. Fight on.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'll get you some rest, man. Heal up. Uncle
Uncle
Boom,
Boom, what's
good,
going
man.
on?
Hey, what's good, fellas? What's good, man? How y'all doing?
Doing
Great.
all
How
right,
about yourself,
brother.
man?
Not much, man. You guys, this is a great show tonight, fellas. Great show.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it. You want to take a shot at the wheel?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right, let me see. Hold on, let me.
You got to state whether you're
Oh,
going with your mind or with your heart. All right, Uncle Boom.
Sounds good.
Just hit him with a question, Chris.
Yeah, just pick one. That's cool.
No, here, just show her fast. I don't want you to think I'm cheating.
All right.
Tell me when to stop, Unc.
Stop.
Man, you pulled 18, right? The 2026 class was a result of coaches recruiting or bouting the NIL.
I think I answered this in the chat already. But I'm gonna go with heart. Relationships matter, but NIL closed them at the end. So Bowden and NIL.
That's the same thing I said, man. It's money
Like
talk.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Boone said he's short and sweet to the.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you guys pretty much expounded on everything already. So, I mean, me adding anything else, you know what I mean, is really not necessary at this point. But what I want to do to say to you guys is that, you know, I was trying to ask for y'all forgiveness for the thing that happened a couple weeks ago. You know, I don't want that ever to happen again while I'm on
Oh,
here.
you good,
So,
man.
man, I mean, I know things got out of hand towards the end last week, so I don't want that to happen again. So, just asking for y'all forgiveness, man.
All right, no problem. Hold on, Uncle
Oh,
Boone.
you good,
B Jones,
man.
B Jones got to get out of here, my man. B Jones, we appreciate you joining 4th and 9 tonight. Go ahead and shout your channel out again real quick and let them know what nights you're gonna be on, what time.
Yep. So, like the Touch podcast, we'll be on Wednesday, 5:30. We're also on Sundays, same time, 5:30. So, yeah, come check us out, man. We always have a good time in the chat. Uh, B Jenks is always, calling in. Chris is always calling in. Make sure we get everything going, man. So, Uncle Boone, come visit us, man. Come check us out over there. That's
Most
like,
def, B Jones, most def.
yep.
All right, B Jones, appreciate
I
you, bro. Fight
appreciate you, man.
on.
All love, B. Jones. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So what were you saying again, Uncle Boom? As far as
Hold on, real quick.
what I want.
Hey, hold on, real fast.
All right.
J Dub, if you out there too, man, come back, man. We miss you, man. No,
USC Jay Preston, man, and he hadn't been back since.
Yes.
He might be
man.
listening in. Jay Dubs, man,
J Dub, he would have
go
some
ahead
fun,
and
man. J
come
Dub
on
have
back
some fun
on,
tonight.
bro. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, J Dub, man.
But one question I would like to answer Uncle Boom. You know, we don't have to go back to the wheel. We can answer real quick before we get ready to get up out of here. As far as next season, when you talk about and you hear some USC platforms talk about boom or bust, right?
Yeah.
And the expectations of this team for next season, Lincoln Riley. In your opinion, this is just your opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that um, Lincoln Riley has to make the playoffs next season, or is pretty much they're going to look in another direction going into year 5?
If it was me, in my opinion, going into year 5 and not making the playoffs would be, you know, settling for mediocrity at that point. So
Mhm.
yeah, you have to make the playoffs. You know, I mean, I understand that NIL and everything just got settled, really got settled and locked in once Chad Bowden got in.
Mhm.
I get it, but you know, it's still the coach's job to have the staff in place to coach the players up, you know, have them play physical football, you know, tough competitive football, and at least be able to compete and be right there. We've only been there, we've only been close, really, you know, one time in Lincoln Riley's tenure, and that was in year 1.
Right.
And that's when we were in the Pac-12 still. So
Mhm.
um, you know, anything outside of 10-2, in my opinion, this year would be a failure. I don't think 10-2 would get him fired at all. 9-3, depending on who we lose to. If it's Oregon, Ohio State, and Indiana, you lose to those three. In my opinion, that's a fireable offense. 8-4 is a fireable offense. Not 7-5 is a fireable offense.
Mhm. I already know how Chris feels, right? But and I know I've said earlier on another show that we had, I said that 10-2, 11-1 it was the ceiling, and 10-2 is the floor, right? I've said that.
Mhm.
Looking around the landscape of college football, looking at what different teams got coming back, as far as offensively, quarterbacks and defensively. I don't know where they're getting this thing from that um, Arch Manning is the leading quarterback in college football. I don't know who put that crap up, but
It's just because of his name. That's all.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
yeah,
same. It was
yeah,
the same thing last year. It was just because of his name.
yeah,
You know, just because
um,
his last name is Manning. If it was Arch Jackson or Arch
yeah,
Matthews or something like that,
yeah.
he
He
wouldn't
wouldn't be
even
on
be
there.
in the
Right.
conversation.
So I'm going to shock a lot of people, man. I think not only does Raleigh make the playoffs this season, this is providing that we stay healthy.
Mhm.
Look at attrition. Look at attrition, and attrition goes on throughout college football, right? But
Yep.
I think with this change, and I'm not going to attribute everything to GP, but I think with experience in making Riley a better coach, I think Riley makes a championship game this season. I
For
think
the Big Ten?
no. For
Uncle Post,
for the playoffs, for the postseason, I think he makes the championship game this season, man.
It's a
I
national
think
title.
I'm not saying that he's gonna win the championship. I'm saying
Yeah.
that we at least make the championship game. I'm calling it right now.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, no USC fan would be
Wait,
mad at that at
hold on,
all.
Uncle Bo. Wait. You're not gonna wait to week 0? This.
No,
I ain't
I don't
buying.
need
I'm
to.
waiting to week 0.
I don't need to. I
Hey,
mean,
man.
let me ask you a question. If you wait to week 0, what is they going to tell you now that you don't know, that you're not going to know in a couple months, as far as personnel is concerned, and what we got on the roster? What's it gonna tell you?
Just like week 0 last year when I told you we couldn't stop the run.
Yeah, but that didn't change our prediction, though. Remember, what did we say last season, Chris? What did we say?
We're talking about the 10-2, 9-3.
Yeah, didn't we say 10-2 was the ceiling, and 9-3 was 4? We said that, right?
Right, but that would change my prediction on saying we making the national championship.
But what I'm saying, it had no bearing. It had no bearing on my opinion, because I said this before the season started.
Oh, right. Well, if I said last year that we were going to go to the national championship, and I seen us week 0, I would have changed my prediction.
I said it before. Here's the thing, Uncle Boone. I said it before I even saw us play. I said 10-2 was the ceiling, 9-3.
We both did.
Right. So,
but
I looked again.
I looked at the schedule last year and all that, and looked at the schedule, and the home games had like, yeah, we could do 10-2, 9-3. But B, I do want you to do this too, because you always say you're putting your GM hat on, right?
Right.
You fired Riley after 2026. We're still looking at a estimated $67 million buyout. That's why I say he's gonna be there in 27.
I don't think buyout has anything to do with it. You think about when you look at how these coaches are being
67 million.
Well, you said 60 to 70?
67.
67. Here's the thing, man. The way these coaches are being let go and the type of buyouts that they are paying around college football. We talk about the instant gratification to win now. We can't justify now. I'm not saying that he's not going to do it, but hypothetically, for the sake of this conversation, if Riley doesn't get into the playoffs, man, we talking about going into year 6 next, and then where he'll be losing almost the entire offensive line, his quarterback, and possibly both running backs.
Yeah, you remember we had this conversation at the beginning of the other year. You was like, if he don't make it in 25, he out of there. He has to make the playoffs. I was like, man,
in year five, he has to. I'm not.
No, I'm saying before this past season, you were saying the same. I was like, man, they're not gonna get rid of him. Because of the buyout and everything.
Before we started this channel?
Before this season, before the 2025 season, all last year off season, you were saying the same thing. If Riley don't make the playoff this year, they gonna get rid of him. And I was like, man,
I don't. If I said that, I may have misspoke. But I said ceiling 10-2, floor 9-3. But I'm calling it now. I think Riley make the championship game.
Hey, I want you to be right so bad, more than ever.
We all do. We all do. We all do.
I want you to be right.
I think he will.
God willing, we SC goes 10-2, doesn't make the big CCG, but gets a home game. No, he don't want to play in the conference championship.
Well, that might work to your advantage not playing in the conference championship game, because that gives you an extra game. Potential injuries, when we talk about attrition, I think.
Well, it gives you extra week off. It gives you another bye. It gives you a third bye in the season.
Right. So I think that works to your advantage.
Well, either way it goes, we're not Alabama. So if we play in the conference championship and lose, they're gonna put us out the playoffs. If we don't play in the conference championship and somebody else win, they're gonna put us out the playoffs. They can't stand us. They're gonna find a way.
I definitely could see that. I could definitely see that happening.
Hey, boy, they're gonna find Uncle Boone. They're gonna find a way, boy. They're gonna find a way.
Here's the thing. My question is, and this is hypothetical, and Boom, you may want to answer this. If they do just so happen to get rid of Riley, would you turn the keys over to GP?
No.
No.
The reason why I say no is because with who Chad Bowden is and who Jen Cohen is, they're gonna want to pick their guy. Period.
That's
So they're gonna want to choose their own hire and make sure they go out and find the right person to come and lead USC going into the future. So you got to think, you got to look at it just like any GM in the NFL. You know what I mean? Once a new GM comes in, if they have to inherit, if the owner's telling them they have to inherit their old coach for a year or two, and then if they're not up to par with that general manager standards, they're going to get fired, and they're going to want to choose their own guy. So we have to think of it that way when it comes to Bowden and Cohen. They're going to want to choose their own guy, and having them choose their own guy would, to me, would be the right move. But I mean, if their own guy is choosing Gary Patterson, then okay. I mean, then I'm cool with that. But I don't think you just give it to GP just because he's there and he's had head coaching experience. When you're a guy like GP and you have success at TCU, that doesn't mean you're going to have success at USC. USC comes with an entirely different outlook and standards from the fan base, from alumni, from college football in general. That's why I think Kirk Cinetti wouldn't succeed at USC, is because there's just there's too much on the line when you're a head coach at USC.
Shout out to US. Appreciate that, Uncle Boo. Shout out to USCJ, man. Appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Well, we had a good show, man. Definitely something different. Shout out to my running mate Chris for being creative, coming up with this whole idea. Shout out to B Jones for joining us. Shout out to Light the Torch, the entire Light the Torch crew. Tough Styles, Bike, Leon. Hope you get well. Everybody that joined the live today, man. Appreciate you, Uncle Boo, for tapping in.
Real quick, guys. If USC were to happen to make the playoffs in 2026, would getting Notre Dame the first round of the playoffs and beating them be the most ideal situation ever?
No, I want to beat them in the national championship. I want to hurt them.
Okay, that'd be way more ideal for sure.
Oh man, yeah, that would be ideal. Either them or Texas. When you talk about a helmet matchup, man, seeing Texas in the national championship game,
get our revenge. We
get our revenge back. Definitely get our revenge back. But again, man, we appreciate you, Uncle Boom, for coming on for joining us, man. We getting ready to get up out of here. It's been about an hour and a half. We'll more than likely be on next week. We'll let everybody know what we're gonna do. I'll get together with Chris. We'll come up with something. It's the off season. Maybe they'll have the 12th team that they're gonna add to the roster. We might cover something else. But until then, my man, Chris, you want to close us out?
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate everyone for joining, man. Again, Trojan family. Send your prayers, best of wishes over to Blackie Chan from Light the Torch podcast, to him and his family, man. Keep them in your prayers. Keep them lifted. But we definitely appreciate everyone joining in. Give us some feedback on tonight and on our wheel and things like that. If we try to, come up with some more innovative and creative things, man, to just do things a little different to keep everyone engaged. So we definitely be checking the comments and stuff, man. So go back once the video load. Fight on Natty's already said we need to add some sound to the wheel. So Fight on Natty's, I'm a look into that for you, man. See if I can get that figured out for the next time that we bring it out. But man, appreciate everybody, man. Till later on, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, hit that bell notification so you can catch us the next time we're going live. As always, Trojan family to everybody. Fight on.
Fight on.